When Dababy wanted to maximize attention for his latest album, Baby on Baby, he riled up the internet.
We gonna pay all that for that flight, you gonna comb your head.
In the song Boogeyman, he claimed to have had sex with Megan Thee Stallion the day before she was allegedly shot by the rapper Tory Lanez. Back then, the stunt worked to an extent as Dababy's name was #1 trending topic on Twitter. That, however, didn't translate to success for the album, which sold 16,000 in its first week. Some, including McMee, claimed it as a result of cancel culture. The answer, however, might actually be quite simpler. People are just bored of the same or repetitive style. See, back in 2019 when he first blew up with his first album, Baby on Baby, people were still fresh to his music. The project would eventually make it as high as #7 on the Billboard, not to mention his power platinum single, Soog, which doubled his popularity. Dababy would then be the most popular throughout the year, his fans comprising of both male and female who were all intrigued by his fun videos and unique rhyme flow. Following this up with Kink and B.O.P. boosted him to the peak of the music industry. In fact, the following year, 2020, he had the #1 album, Blame It on Baby. Slowly though, cracks were starting to form in his music production. While its audio quality remained the same, he was lacking in creativity. It became somewhat clear that he had been rapping the same way on all beats, and for example, at the end of 2019, he struggled through a swing in the morning freestyle over a slower type beat. His songs would have the same problem on literally each track. Tell me, do you hear the similarity here?
I met a nigga in life, just fucking with me, say he didn't he lie. Be on Facebook, what that shit these niggas talking about.
His fall was some of the quickest in the music industry, mostly because he never had a core fan base. Like we said at the intro, controversy creates cash. However, he'd gone too far this time. During his last Rolling Loud festival, Dababy took a break between songs to offer this brief comment.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases.
That'll make you die in 2 or 3 weeks, then put your cell phone lighter up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking that in the parking lot, put your cell phone lighter up. The comments that came after this were vile, indirectly condemning those with the virus to death and also talking bad towards gay men. Following these, celebrities like Dua Lipa spoke out against him. It doesn't end here. Dababy gave a more controversial response, arguing his gay fans don't have the virus because they're not nasty junkies. This spiked more problems for Dababy. Festivals such as Lollapalooza cancelled their performances. As cancellation increased, so did the cancel culture speculation. The idea that the whole community is fed up or in some way convinced to turn their back against someone. Furthermore, Dababy brought out Tory Lanez, who had been accused of shooting Megan Thee Stallion at the same Rolling Loud he made those comments. Some would say he was blackballed. In the past, it's been said that the LGBT community has a wide influence on today's society. In simple words, that's a huge power to give it to celebrities. This shows that the community's dominance supersedes those of other groups. I can't say Dababy isn't making good music. In my opinion, songs like Lonely Baby deserved a larger outreach. The only excuse for it not trending is either bored fans or getting blackballed. In the history of music, however, the quality output supersedes almost any offense and even some crimes. Just look at the fact that Kodak Black, with a long criminal record, performed at the BET Hip Hop Awards. Dababy, who had been featured in massive songs, was now struggling to get his music up. After the controversies, Dua Lipa took to herself and even apologized for working with him on Levitating, topping that he never behaved how he was at the moment. Normally, people would say an artist has fallen off for not being at the same height they were, not considering they still packing shows with their core fan base. In Dababy's case, he did fall off. As a matter of fact, he's struggling to pack shows. At this point, it had been one battle after the other ever since he started with Jojo Siwa. In his freestyle beatbox remix, he'd name-dropped the Nickelodeon star who was a kid in one line saying, "Use a bitch, Jojo Siwa. You let the wrong nigga get rich." Dababy crooned the song as he held a pic of Siwa smiling in the music video. Following the release of the track and its accompanying video, the North Carolina rapper was met with a series of backlash. He, as usual, explained on social media that the line wasn't meant to be taken as a diss and was rather a wordplay. Dababy also tweeted directly to Siwa and explained that his daughter is a huge fan and he meant no harm. To quote directly, Jojo Siwa, "My 3-year-old princess is your #1 fan. I brought her every product you have out. She thinks she's you," he tweeted. "Don't let them trick you to thinking I never have a problem with you. My wordplay just went over their heads. All love on my end, shorty, keep shining." While this seemed to lessen the hate and pressure towards Dababy, it created a new problem. The image Dababy had created of a high-class gangster was now destroyed. The rapper, who had once claimed to never respond to critics, had just disproved himself. However, he was now in a safe spot, meaning he'd now focus on his music. Well, that was not the case. Ahead of the Tampa concert on March 2020, Dababy slapped a female fan on the way to stage. The incident resulted him to getting bored off stage and leaving the venue without performing any song. Dababy followed this normal routine and went to Instagram to issue a public apology, saying by this time it's a well-known fact that male or female would have responded the same way. And to end Dababy's spicy misdoing, he was caught in an altercation with Daniel's brother, Curiel. Members of his crew were filmed getting into an altercation with Brandon Curiel, the brother of his ex, who also shares a baby with him. Video of the incident shows the two swinging at each other while members of the crew jump into the fight. Curiel filed a lawsuit following the incident that Dababy is legally liable for physically assaulting him, suddenly and without a warning. He also claimed that the attack caused him severe injury and pain, leaving him him psychologically damaged. Dababy did his usual clarification and went online to talk about it. Is there really a chance he'll get himself back on and reach the end of the rapper's run? Comment your thoughts, leaving a like as it helps boost the video.